This video will break down the billing and invoicing workflow within SingleOps. Typically, this process is done in the morning for visits that were completed the day before or at the end of the day for visits completed on that day. Let's start by reviewing completed jobs to approve or edit. Open the Active Jobs page. Best practice is to toggle this page to visits when working with recurring services. For this example, we will be looking at everything that was completed for today. Filter the date to today on the Active Visits page and confirm job completion. We can see these 2 visits here were scheduled for today, but they are still in the active stage. This is when we would reach out to either the crew member or manager that is responsible for these teams and confirm if the work is still active or complete, or if the visits need to be canceled or rescheduled. Once we confirmed complete, filter to show the visits in the completed stage from today. Creating a tag in your admin settings called Needs Review is a quick and easy way to filter down and see which visits you need to take a look at and potentially update. This tag can be applied by your users when they're completing the job. Filter the tags to any visits that need review and open them up to see what needs to be adjusted. First, look at the billable and actual quantities. We can see here that the estimate was 1, but the actual that the crew entered in was 2. You can also add a custom input for completion notes so your crew can enter in additional information. We can see here that they doubled up the spray amount, so they doubled up the quantity used. Now to make adjustments to the job, click Edit and open a new tab and make changes here. We can remove the Needs Review tag now that we've reviewed and edited. Move to the next using the same process. For this one, viewing the quantities, we can see that there was an actual item entered. And if we look at the custom input, we can see that we needed to add additional pipe fittings. From here, you can adjust if you want to charge your customer for those materials or confirm as is. Remove the Needs Review tag as review has been complete. We can also remove the Needs Review filter and move on to batch approve our jobs. Select all and then select Approve. This lets everyone know internally that the visits have actually been done, the work has actually been completed, and our billing team has reviewed the information. If you have a one-off or per visit invoicing set up for a job, this will trigger the invoice to sync to QuickBooks. Now that all of our visits have been adjusted, it's time to send out our invoices. To do this, navigate to the Open Invoices page. Note that the Invoices page will be filtered by invoice date, but there are additional filter options here. For this example, we will filter to today. Here we can see the 3 visits that we completed today that were just reviewed and marked as approved. We can also see here an additional invoice from the fixed invoicing schedule. Any existing monthly contracts with the invoice date will pull in as well. Review any information if needed, and send these invoices by checking all and clicking Batch Invoice. Select your invoice email template, and view all of the recipients for each of these invoices selected. The invoice email template can be adjusted in your admin settings. By default, it will include a link to the invoice document. You can also choose to attach a PDF of the invoice. Select Send to send out the invoices. You can also use this page to check up on any outstanding or overdue invoices. To do this, choose a different filter. For example, filter the invoices dated the last 30 days. Now we can see all the invoices that have an outstanding balance that were dated for the last month. This is a great way to check and see if you need to resend or follow up on any collections. You can also include the last sent column if you want to confirm when you last sent an email reminder and if you need to send a new one. Both of these steps can also be done through automations. We have an upcoming invoice reminder and an overdue invoice reminder option if you don't want to do these steps manually. And this will complete the Billing Daily workflow.